Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
I told my boys it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running street, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it open. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just ripped the jersey. It's the first half, and we done dropped 30. We just underscoring them, boy, man. I told my boys it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game.
The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 2. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here we go with Kamara. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the 24, Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
In motion comes the tight end left. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Saints will have the football back. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Clock running, under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. An inside give to Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
We're scoreless after 1. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Throwing is Rodgers. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Watson. It's caught. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
The kick by Crosby is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
19 tight. Back to 60.
He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
70 Rangers. 79 Broncos.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Back to throw. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals. as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On second and very short, Rodgers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle, Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On second and 7, Rodgers toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Complete to Jones. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. On second and inches, Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
He'll look to throw. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Let's go now.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Locates Kamara on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. In motion goes the tight end. Jones. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And probably wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A run for Kamara on 1st down, but the running room closes up quickly as he's only able to get a yard there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. You got to feel pretty good as a defense.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come on 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Saints first down as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards.
19 tight, 19 tight. Dragon 60.
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Rear the look, 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Back to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Back to throw. Tries the left side and finds Olave. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now Rodgers. Able to find Jones. And he'll get him a first down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Rodgers to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
14 yards on the play. That's a start. Packers first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. The Saints are the champions of the NFC as we